We return to the small Mpumalanga town of Ogies, where desperate pleas for coal mine blasting to stop ruining the lives of residents have gone unanswered. 10 months later, mining operations are now just a few hundred meters from some residents' homes, causing substantial structural damage. The mines insist that they are legally compliant, but residents in the area complain that dust storms from the mining are seriously affecting their quality of life.
On the Highveld coal belt, emotions are running high. Last year, we reported on alleged environmental violations by mines in the Mpumalanga town of Ogies.
And now the standoff intensifies.
When carte blanche was here in August last year, a local community forum was preparing to take mining company Glencore to court over their constitutional right to an environment that's not harmful. Anna Marie Miller is secretary of the distressed mining community of Ogies Forum.
What is it like when there's a big blast here?
It's frightening sometimes. You can feel the vibration is coming. The lights, it starts swinging. And the windows, it's rattling. It's terrible.
Anglo-American and South 32 also mine coal nearby, but it's Glencore that the forum holds responsible for the damage to homes and making their lives unbearable. Glencore disputes this.
5 years ago, you heard the blasting, but you never feel it so with impact. But the past 3-4 years, it's really getting terrible.
Anna Marie and her husband Adrian own a guest house and a creche. They were shocked in December to discover Glencore staff digging heaps of topsoil in a wide stretch of land behind their property, all the way to the church a few blocks away.
The new expansion started right here at the back of my preschool, right at the back of one of the churches here.
Tibello Sitinane is a teacher at the Muller's creche and lives in a back room nearby. Machines grinding into the night are causing her 7-year-old son great distress.
Sometimes it's hard for us to sleep according to the noise that we heard from the trucks.
Very close to where you are.
Because the hoops of the soil is just nearby here.
Okay.
And when the wind blows,
All of that dust comes into the house.
you cannot clean up that house.
A block away from the church is Joseph Zikali's house. In January, this crack appeared.
There's many cracks, and also the kids, they are suffering with the noise of the machines.
Glencore declined to come on camera but said they started excavating near the town in March, building raised banks to buffer against noise. They'd start blasting from June, but no nearer than 500 meters from houses. The Mullers discovered some paperwork about mining plans for nearby farms. They never realized it'd be so close to them.
Nowhere in this document it states anything about Ogies. It's portion this, portion this, portion that. So nobody understand where they're going to mine.
Published in 2015, Glencore's Environmental Impact Assessment Report lists the risks of pollution, discomfort and damage, and suggests that those living within a kilometer of mining may have to be resettled. The forum's attorney is Zahir Umar.
This impact assessment report was submitted and Glencore was authorized to expand its mining operations. The EIA itself records the enormous harm to the environment, to human health, safety of human beings.
Glencore, in a joint venture with African Rainbow Minerals, can mine up to the town's borders and says it complies with its environmental plans. But residents say it's unbearable to live so close to mining machines that crunch till 10 at night and start up at sunrise.
With the mining operations getting closer and closer to the people's homes, there aren't many options for the people of Ogies in Mpumalanga. It's either they move or fight. But moving without compensation is not an option. So the fight is on.
Go to the people, pay them fair compensation, talk to them with the aim of moving. This is expropriation using coercion through mining.
Buy us out, we go. Otherwise, we're going to stop Glencore's new operations. We're going to stop them.
Glencore insists it's compliant on every level. Locals say Glencore just ticks legal boxes without meaningful engagement or building a mutually beneficial relationship with them.
We keep on fighting with this Glencore. The main thing is a production. They don't worry about our lives.
Feeling the mine disregards them, Zekali and some of his supporters marched to the mine and handed a memorandum of grievances to management in February. Stephen Mhlanga joined that march.
Is there absolutely no engagement happening between you and the mine to try and resolve these issues?
There are forums, but it's a lip service that they give to us. They just want to come there and just speak and speak, but nothing happens, no results.
Mhlanga, like many locals, used to live on farms that were taken over by the mines. Mhlanga and his grandparents were relocated to Paula, a township to the north of Ogies, 3 years ago.
There's other cracks inside. This solar is not working.
Like many others, Mhlanga feels they got tiny, shoddily built houses and empty promises.
Here is just suffering more. They just brought us more deep into poverty.
Glencore says building inspectors signed off on all the houses they built. Without Eskom power to the area, Glencore says each house has a solar geyser and a gas stove, plus municipal water and rainwater tanks. Protesters feel the mine made empty promises to get the community's support.
In the memorandum, we mentioned quite a things, the skills development, because our community, they are not working in this mine. Our town, you can see how many potholes are here. We can't do nothing because we don't have nothing. Glencore is here, they don't help us with nothing.
Glencore says most of the mine's employees live within 50 kilometers of the mine and they prioritize hiring locals. About 18% are from Ogies and Paula and 67% from Emalahleni, 40 kilometers away.
So you people are ready to work, you just want opportunity.
We want opportunities and then make our lives better.
Glencore hit back at protesters, getting an urgent interdict to stop the group from obstructing the mine's business. It said they caused irreparable harm when they blocked the mine entrance and threw stones. The matter was settled when Zekali agreed to protest lawfully in future. In January, Glencore suffered a blow in the land claims court when it tried to urgently evict the last few families from GGV village to Paula. The land now belongs to the mine, but the people have lived there for decades.
How do you order a whole community living in a rural community to supplant themselves into an urban setup that's a small matchbox house? You are imposing a huge trauma on men, women and children.
The families say they will go if Glencore buys them a similar plot. The land claims court agreed it was dangerous to live so close to mining, but Glencore must go through the usual legal eviction process in terms of the Extension of Security of Tenure Act.
The people of this village have won the battle to stay here for now. They refuse to move to the township, a lifestyle which they're not accustomed to. But how long can they hold on to their property with mining operations just at their doorstep?
Glencore says it now uses electronic blasting, which limits noise and ground vibration. But residents say it does little to alleviate the noise of machinery and dust.
It does affect you because some of the people, they start complaining they got running noses, they got headaches. There's children staying here that some medical report says it's air pollution, that they got this allergic to the eyes, to the nose. They're constantly sick. The mine says there is nothing that can make you sick.
The Residents' Forum now waits for a court date by early September to present their complaints to a judge.